Hello, everybody. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been about, I don't know, 4 weekends, I guess. I haven't had a live. Really just haven't done much. So, not really much I was going to talk about. So, I figured I'd just stay away from the lives for a little bit. Give it a minute or two. Let some people drift in if they find me. Hopefully, they'll find me. Let me turn the light on. Dark in here. There we go. That'll brighten her up. That'll brighten her up. Almost too much light. Let me turn that down. There we go. Maybe that's more gooder. Had a pretty bright light going there for a while. Mike, how you doing? How's everybody your way? I finally decided I'd make a live today. Kind of a last minute deal. Macho, how you doing? I heard you got a little snow up that way. Is that true? Say to that, you got some snow? Inch or two, I bet. John, how you doing? Glad you all stopped in. Thank you. Appreciate you all stopping in. It's been a minute since I've been live, so I finally achieved the 1,000 subscriber mark for me. So I did achieve that. Thanks to everybody out here that's watching, that's subscribed. I really appreciate each and every one of you. So my little channel made it to 1,000. So that was quite an accomplishment. So how's everybody doing this weekend? It's cold here, still cold. I think it's about 6 degrees outside right now. Still got about 8 inches of snow sitting on the ground or blowing around out here. So we got plenty of that. Yeah, I'm going to have to search around and get some addresses off of some people and throw some of these hats I got out. Get them out and about. Let's see here. Let's see, I still got them. Still got them. There they are. Maybe we can see them. Yeah. Got 10 of them to throw out there to some people. So, and of course, now my phone goes off. They'll just have to wait a minute because right now I'm live. So, hope everybody's staying warm. I'll be going through the propane now for sure. It's been cold here a while. I think about 7 days of it now. We've been not much above 20 degrees any of the 7 days. So a foot of snow. John is getting a foot of snow. Well, I don't know what to tell you what to do with it. I think everybody in the central states has got snow. I guess we could ship a bunch of it down to Florida. You know, ship it way down there. Maybe they'd like to have a little bit of snow and fun. Phenomenal. I still like that word. I think that's still that might be the word of the year. Phenomenal. How you doing, UP? Glad you stopped in. Thank you. Appreciate you all stopping in. It's a Saturday night. It's cold outside, and like I said, I really haven't been doing much. I've been doing the tractor stuff, and I posted a little video update about that little tractor I'm working on, that orange one. I did get it running Thursday, so it's running. All I got to do is set the hood and the nose on it, and I think I'm about done with that tractor, and we'll move on to the next little project in our way. What do you mean it's 64 degrees out? Where are you at? Down in Texas? Mopar, hey, don't play. She's in the house. How you doing, Kay? Glad you stopped in. You're starting to get fun and enjoyment out of your duster. I see you got her out on the street and driving her around. Regular little street hot rod you got. That's awesome. I'm glad it's up and going for you. Finally got all that fuel issues going on. Got that settled out. That's awesome. Great job. Rear end is next. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be the easy part of the project you got going on. Fighting fuel system, man, that'll pull your hair out, I can tell you. Yeah. I think you got it on the run now. There's Renegade's Garage. David, how you doing, sir? How's everybody? I can't wait to get back started on my little hot rod. Right now, it's pretty tough to do because we got a big tractor in there with tracks on it. RT, big RT. John Deere in there is having transmission issues. So I think there's about 68 gallons of trans fluid in this thing. So that's going to be fun to deal with. So who all we got in here? Let me take a gander over here. Let's see here. We got the classic car guy there. Yeah. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate it. California. No way. California. Wow. Awesome. Thanks for stopping in. I've just got to blabber off the mouth, so I ain't got a whole lot of content. I'll just kind of look what's going on over here in the chat. We'll look at what's there. Let's see here. Snow in Florida. Well, if they ain't got none, we can ship them some, Mike. We don't want them to feel left out in Florida about snow because we can take care of the snow in Florida for them. I think everybody's got plenty to share. So Lars is in the house. Glad you stopped in. Shelly's in the house. How we doing? How's everything your way, Shelly? Yeah, run, Dennis, run. Well, I did all the running I'm going to do. I can tell you that, Lars. And no, I don't want no lasagna either. So, I'll get that settled right now. I love spaghetti and that kind of stuff. I love lasagna. I think I could. I don't think I could force feed that in me either way. So, I don't think. Not what I've seen anyway. I'm all good with that. So I had fried chicken tonight, mashed potatoes, gravy, corn. I had that stuff. That's what I had tonight. So that's better than a lunch meat sandwich. I normally come home from work and all I have is a lunch meat sandwich. So I try to at least eat one good meal a week. Of course, fried chicken, why, us big guys are not supposed to be eating all that fried chicken, but you know what? I like fried chicken. So a lot worse things out there. So is Florida actually going to get snow or are they just going to get the cold? Where's my man? I got some left over, Shelly. I got mashed potatoes left over. Sure do. Yeah. I got a little bit of corn left over. And I still got 2 pieces of fried chicken left over. So there'll be some eaten tomorrow after church. So I'll have some of that. Uh-oh. It looks like David had ice cream. I haven't even had ice cream. So, I'm out of the gate on that one. I'm trying to think where John is. I'm trying to think where he's at. I'm bad on locations on a lot of people. So, but he says he's getting a foot of snow. Jeez. I've seen 11 inches here about 5 days ago. That was enough. I've had enough winter. I don't know about the rest of you, but I've had enough of the winter. It's supposed to start turning the corner, I think Tuesday. It's supposed to get up maybe 35, 40 here. So I'll be glad when it turns the corner and gets in the 60s. That's when I'll be happy. Oh, you're in Virginia. Wow. And you're getting a foot of snow in Virginia? Really? Wow. Maybe that ain't uncommon, I guess. What is this? Okay. What do you have in your duster? Well, my race car that I had, it was a 383 stroke to 437. So it really wasn't a 440 cubic inch motor, but 437, 60 over 383, 440 crank, 440 rods. Comes up about 437. So, I mean, a lot of guys use the 400, put the 440 crank and rods in it, makes it 452. Depending on the bore, but 452, 451. So the 452, 451 is about the most common easy stroke stuff there is. Build a lot of horsepower for cheap, really. Now my next venture will be I'm going to go back into the small block world, so I'll go back in the 360s and stuff like that. But the race car's been gone a little over a year. Of course, the guy got it up for sale, and that's fine. He never raced it, and he bought it, took it down there, and he never raced it or nothing. Now he's got it up for sale. I mean, there's a part of me that says, hey, I ought to go buy it back, but it's like, being by yourself and trying to have a dedicated drag car, it's pretty tough to do. My deal is I want to get back to a street car, so that's what I'm doing. 360s can be pretty bad boys. They sure can. Don't underestimate a 318 stroked either, 392, I think it is, something like that. You can get into them. They'll treat you right too. So, and that's a pretty common stroke, really. Small block. Of course, that stroke 360 is kind of, you get into the, 408s, 416s. You can get all the way up to 426 now in a 360. So, and then the 340 versions, you can go there too. So, I tend to stay in the 360 realm, mainly because you can still kind of get the blocks cheap and they're everywhere. So the 340s, I tend to let them go with 340 cars as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, 451 can be a 30 over 400. Yep. Yep. Yeah, it just depends on the bore there, John. Buddy of mine had a 452, 400. Just depends on rod combinations and stuff. There's so much out there now. Now, I only use them to cheat to read that little small print over there. I can read it. I can read it. I'm lazy. I want to see it better. So I can tell right now, David down there in Florida, he needs some snow. I can tell. I tried to give him truckloads of it last time we had snow, but he didn't want it. Yeah, lazy. Well, that's what the eye doctor says. I don't know. That's just going on what the eye doctor says. He says there's nothing wrong with my eyes. He said I'm just lazy. going to do a review on a snowblower. You've never owned a 400, John? Really? Well, there's plenty of 400 motors laying around. I mean, I don't have one now, but I just got through one here not very long ago. I even sold a steel 440 crankshaft to a guy. I don't know if I'll go back into the big blocks. I'm not saying I won't. I'm pretty sure I'm just going to stick with the small block stuff now and street cars. You know, stick with that. I think I'm getting too old. It's not that I'm old. I want to have something I can turn key and drive down the road. Take it to a car show if I want. Take it to a drive-in if I want. I want to be able to drive the car on the road instead of it just being a car that sits in the garage. That's just me, though. Everybody has their own little likings and stuff. I mean, I'm going to miss the old race car. I mean, I love that car. I mean, I built that car. I mean, every nut and bolt and every bar I bent, body work I did. I mean, there's just, a lot about the car that, I did on my own, and, a couple of friends helped, but 90% of it was done by me and a buddy. So, Robbie's not, I'm sure Robbie's watching, but, Robbie helped put her together, and, without him, it wouldn't have been what it was. So, generally, I agree there, John. I'm normally into the small blocks, but I mean, I run enough, big blocks. It was just so easy and simple to build a lot of power quickly with a big block. But now with all the stroke stuff going on out there, and the way you can come up with strokes with a small block stuff, why, that's, you can do it with a small block now. And to be perfectly honest, it's never about the headers, because the headers suck with a big block and an A body especially, and then they suck with a small block with an A body. So if you're going to use headers, that kind of stuff, it doesn't matter if it's small block or big block. They both have their pitiful sections of trying to work with and deal with when you're installing headers on a small block, and they still have their problems. So I'm probably just going to stick with manifolds on my on the Dart. I don't foresee a set of headers going on there. I don't foresee that. So I know how much of a fight them are, even with small blocks. His son. Well, let me look up in here. Renegade. Well, let's see. Where's he at with his son? Daryl's in the house. Metal Art Customs. Glad to see you in here, Daryl. How you been? Oh, okay. I'd have to drag it down. I'm sorry I missed it. What was it, David, about your son? Sometimes I blabbling and I don't pay attention to what somebody said over here in the chat. I'm sorry. I do try to pay attention to it, but I do miss things. It does happen. See if I can drag that down. Maybe I can drag it down. I don't know. Let's see if I can drag it down. I don't know if I can drag it down. They don't want me to drag it down. They don't like for me to drag down. So, sorry. Oh, hang on. I got that figured out. My son lives in McKinley, Florida, about 30 miles west of me. Sent me a video of him in his backyard and it was snowing. Well, okay, cool. You going to go down there and go skiing, David? I can tell right now, David needs to put skis on so I can go skiing in Florida. Nope. Oh, come on, David. Don't you think gator skiing? Yeah. Come on, David. It'd be fun, wouldn't it? I could see you with a set of skis on, maybe even a snowboard or something like that. You know, you could build some of them jumps and that stuff in your son's backyard. You know, he could probably pull you around with a lawnmower or something like that, or golf cart. Could do that. What was that, Mike? You got a sunburn or something like that? I kind of caught it before you removed it. That's funny. I don't know. Maybe the gators would be hibernating. When they get that cold down there and it's snowing down there, the gators are probably, hibernating, like a bear. Wouldn't that be something? Get a sunburn and frostbite at the same time. Yeah. Ice Mountain. Nope, not sponsored, but I like drinking that water. Hey, Bob's in the house. Bob is in the house. I guarantee you, Robbie's a watching. I bet he is. By the way, Bob, he called me as soon as I was on live, so I couldn't answer the phone. So, How's Bob doing over there? Yeah, I do. I like the Ice Mountain. Out of all the waters that's out there, I like the Ice Mountain. Yes, I do. By the way, yep. Let's see. You know who else is watching too? Yeah, he probably is. Yeah. Probably is. Mr. Lasagna, probably. Yep. 57 is probably long gone by now, David. All I see anymore is here, let's make lasagna. I've seen that. I think he does that for Lars, but I ain't sure. He's probably sending that down there to Lars to eat. I could be wrong. I don't know. Sad. Yeah. It could have poo in it. It's possible. It's possible. I'm pretty sure my house water here's got poo in it. I'm sure. Oh, that's funny. I'm kind of glad I popped on here. It's been a while. It's been a few weeks since I've been on here live. So I at least wanted to get on here and tell everybody thank you for getting me to the 1,000 subs. No, I'm not going to be any kind of monetary anything. I don't have any kind of watch hours now. So, and a lot of that was due to the shorts, because I didn't make any long form. I still ain't got a lot of long form videos out there, but that's where that's at. It was just a goal 1,000 subscribers, and it was just amazing that I got there. And it took a while, no doubt. It took a while, but it was really nice to see that this poor little channel that I got operating, got to 1,000 subs, and I got everybody here to thank for that. So it's more of a monumental thing that even a little small channel that don't put out a lot of good videos and stuff. And really, my biggest problem is right now is I'm not doing car content. I'm doing a lot of tractor stuff. And for basically a car channel, putting out tractor videos, that kind of throws things off too out of the algorithm. So, but it's what I'm working on now. I'll get into the car stuff soon as this weather changes a little bit. There's the hat. That's what it looks like. Just so as you know. Yeah, Shelly, I'm pretty sure you're getting a hat as soon as I can get an address for you. I don't know. I'd hate to drop it from an airplane, but yeah. Those are nice. They really are nice hats, Bob. They really are. Yep. Yes, they are. Let's see here. Mine. Well, I could pull the first one out and put it in a little box, and it'd be yours. Yeah. All right. I'll be in touch with David, and I'll take care of that. So, like I said, I got 10 of them to throw out there for everybody. I'll just kind of go through the channel and say, okay, here, and I'll count out 10. And I mean, I wish I could give out 1,000, but that my bank account wouldn't handle 1,000 hats, I can tell you. But I tell you what you can do. If you really, for those that don't get a free hat, there is a Gunslinger Graphics, Hot Rod Tony's Hot Rods. That's his site, and you can get on there. You can get my t-shirts, you can get my hat. There's all kinds of stuff that he does for my channel. So Gunslinger Graphics is his channel. That's where all the channels can get you can get hats and stuff from every other channel there too, so that he does. So he has a lot of channels on there on that site and that website, and you can look over the No Name National channels that have merchandise there. So I think even David has some merch there too. So I believe I may be talking out of turn. Hey, you recommend Bob Pratt. Robbie, how you doing? Glad you stopped in. Appreciate you coming in, Robbie. I really do. RWF 1969. You don't have to bother sending me one. Okay. Hat. Bob wants a hat. If I had 1,000 hats, I'd give them out, but I ain't got 1,000 hats. I only got 10, so I'll do what I can, and to get them out to at least 10. So we'll go from there. Not saying I won't do it down the road again. Give away a couple hats here and there. So I still haven't figured out this YouTube channel stuff either, because see, it won't let me do super chats or anything like that, even though I got 1,000 subs. You got to have so many. It's the watch hours, and I don't have the watch hours, and I understand that. I didn't go after this channel to be monetized or anything else. So yes, it is. That's exactly who it is. Yep. Yeah. And that's okay. I mean, what's that? What's that, Mike? Consolation prize of $100 if you don't win a hat. Just curious. Oh, Mike, that's funny. That's funny. I don't know. I might give something else away too. I mean, somebody might get something really special. I don't know. I got some items laying around that I'm not hanging on the wall. But somebody may not get a hat. Somebody may get something else they can hang on the wall. It just depends. We'll see. Unfinished incognito channel. Yeah, I got one channel. Here it is. This is what I got. I got enough to take care of right here. And I won't start another channel. This is it right here. So, and I appreciate everybody that comes in. I appreciate all the subscribers I have. I really do. It means a lot to me. So, not for the short bus guy. Oh, Shelly, stop. I kind of like Mike's idea of the, consolation prize, man. I'm not saying I wouldn't do that, Mike. I'm not saying that. I mean, you never know. Yeah. Brand new channel, probably made 30 minutes ago. Yeah. Yeah, that's all right. I mean, guy could have 100 channels, Wants to come in and watch, he can come in and watch, post. That bother me any. I'm still waiting for them to take that money out of my account, David. It shows pending on the Amazon site, but they still ain't took that money. I don't get that. I don't know who I'd contact to find out what's the holdup there. I don't know. I don't know what that is. It now says it's going to be here Thursday, so I can look that up real quick, verify that. Let's just see. Do. Pardon me while I check Amazon. I'm not trying to be rude. Amazon Renegade page. Here I am. I don't know. Probably can't see that. Let's see there's Renegade's page. That's where I'm on. And let's see here. Go to there. Go to there. Well, my order. And right there's where it stops, David. I know you can't see it, but let's see if I can put the details. There it is. Yeah. I don't know. Check the bank account, see if they took it out of there. They ain't took it out yet, so I don't know. I guess I'll take it out when they feel good to take it out. I don't know. But now they're saying it arrives Thursday, but yet it's not shipped. So how can they say it's going to be here Thursday if it's not shipped? I don't get that. Got stuck in the snow. Well, yeah, it could have. It could have. Read my comment. Okay, Shelly, hang on here. Let's see. Amazon has a tendency not to charge the card until it's delivered. Well, it's possible. I don't know. I guess that's possible. No, it looks like it hasn't shipped. No, but yet they say it's going to be here Thursday. So they best get to shipping if it's going to be here Thursday. Just saying. But it was like that before too, because it said yesterday it's going to be delivered Wednesday. So well, now it says it's going to be arriving Thursday. Well, it ain't going to arrive Thursday if they ain't shipped it today or tomorrow or Monday. Bren's in the house. How you doing, Bren? But at least wanted to show you, David, that Amazon's got my order and it's sitting there. I don't know if it's just sitting in limbo or what it is. Don't know. How you doing, Bren? Lane's in the house. Hey, how you doing, Lane? Glad you dropped in. Thank you. It's been a minute since I've been on live. So I'm going to try to get back into the Saturday deal like always. It's been long enough since I've been offline, so I mean, I could have had a little cooking lesson in here on my stove on how to fried chicken, how I do it. I could have done that, I guess. Just saying. But I already fried it, so yeah. Get back on the Saturday horse and ride it right into it live. Yeah. Hey, Arnie's in the house. How you doing, Arnie? How's everybody your direction? Well, I kind of like the Saturday. Saturday's a good day for me to have a live if I'm going to have it. Saturday's is the day. Because usually during the week I'm working. The last couple of weeks it's just been. I did get that little orange tractor running. No, didn't make a video of it, but that little orange tractor is running. Fired right up. I got the wiring done. Dash is all in it. Got all the lights on it. Lights all work. That tractor didn't have lights on it. It's got lights on it now. So just saying, just trying to update on the tractor issue I've been working on. Well, Shelly, I think everybody wants to send this weather south or somewhere. Send it out of here. Let's get back to, some 50, 60 degree stuff. I'd handle 50 or 60 easily. Of course, now that we're basically done with January and we're working into February, why, hopefully we can start turning the corner. I still think we got some cold weather to get through in February for sure. How you doing, Elaine? How's everybody your direction? Hope everybody's good. And just a quick little update. Most of you probably don't know, but my daughter's husband had to have open heart surgery. I think he's like 42, maybe 43. He had to have triple bypass. So he had to have open heart surgery. They couldn't get him stents in there. So he's still in ICU. Hopefully he gets out of there soon. They had to put a temporary pacemaker on him on top of that. So for a young man, that's that's a lot to take care of. I mean, he's got my granddaughter Anna Lay, and so my daughter's really worried about him, and I keep telling him he's going to be fine. I haven't went to see him since the operation because he was in a critical care unit, and nobody could really see him in the critical care at that hospital. So, but they moved him out of critical care, put him into just regular ICU, but he's very limited on who can go in and see him. So it's not the fact I couldn't go in and see him; it's just the fact I leave that for his mom, dad, and her. So. Mr. Tim's in the house. How you doing, Tim? Long time no hear. How you been? Glad you stopped in. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. It's close to Canada. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, a couple of guys asked me, hey, you didn't have a live, you didn't have a live. And I go, yeah, no. And there's just not a lot. I mean, I've been working on stuff, but I mean, nobody wants to hear about the tractor stuff too much. I mean, sometimes I think my babbling kind of gets the best of me sometimes too. So, but I did achieve the 1,000 subscriber mark for this channel. Was just flipping awesome to get there. It really encouraged me a lot to see it get there. I know there's a lot of things I could have done to get it there possibly faster. I mean, but I try to work and stuff and try to get stuff done at work, and it's really hard. I can't explain that enough how hard it is to try to put up a camera and have people watch me doing what I'm doing, because I'm in too many rooms too many times. So the camera wouldn't follow me there. So, and I'm always doing something different. So I might be outside for an hour or two working on something outside. So it really makes it tough to sit in one spot. Tim, I'm glad you stopped in. Yeah, I have missed my lives on Saturdays. Yeah. So for the unforeseeable future, Saturday night at 7 p.m., here's where I'll be. I mean, barring something that would come up, but I'll be here. So I'll try to keep it to about an hour. I'll try to keep it to that, and we'll see. I mean, I might go over an hour. Who knows? I've been known to go 2 hours and blab about everything. Hey, retired now. Well, there's a thing about being retired, Kay. I probably work harder. I mean, physically harder now, being retired than I did when I was working. When you was at work, I could kind of pace my job out. So, I mean, it's hard to say I could pace the job out, but here I'm really. It's a matter of trying to get the job done as fast as I can, as quick as I can, and get the paint in and out, get the sandblasting done, get it into epoxy and primer, and try to get the tractor back together. So it's a heavy pace that we try to set at. But hey, Chris is in the house. Busted Radio Garage, the hardest working channel on YouTube. Busted Radio Garage. There he is. He's in there. Hi, Chris. Glad you stopped in. Appreciate that, Tim. Yeah. For my little channel to hit 1,000 subs, no, it's not going to get monetized. Nothing like that. I do not have the watch hours. I mean, at one time, I had to watch hours, believe it or not. I mean, I had almost 3K watch hours way back. But they go year to year, when it spreads out, now I'm way down there. So yeah, there's no chance anytime in the foreseeable future to ever see any kind of monetization out of this channel. And if I could hit it just right, I guess, with some car content and hit on that pretty hard, it's possible, but I'm not looking for that, and I didn't set this channel up for that. So, boy, Chris, I'm glad you stopped in. I heard you. Did you get snowed in down there? Is that what I heard? I know you're just another guy building cars. I totally get that. Yep. We see that every day. You're building something every day. You're on doing something every day. And now you got a new channel. Is that what I'm hearing or seeing? You got a channel for your lives and special projects and stuff. Is that true, Chris? Cool. Never done projects is in the house. Randy, how you doing? Is it young Randy or Randy Jr. or is it Randy Sr. or is it both of you guys here? Which one? I'm glad you stopped in, both of you, if it's both. Chris, you want to post that new channel you got? You want to do that? I mean, you can do that. I mean, it's better you do it. Try to sneak it in there. You're more than welcome to post that in there so everybody can see your new channel. I'm glad everybody stopped in. It's a good Saturday. Perfect timing. It's cold outside and everybody's getting warm. Yeah, not only now, Chris, you're not only going to be busy with cars, you're going to be busy with channels. That's what I said. Most busiest guy I know on YouTube. I don't know anybody that could, outdo you. Not that I know of. Yep. That's awesome. I'm glad you started another channel, Chris. I'm having a hard time keeping up with your normal. I'm gonna try to keep up with your new one. Thanks, Tim, for posting that for him. That's great. Thank you. Awesome. So what are you working on now, Chris? What I know you got a little lull because you're on my live, but I mean, what do you got? What do you got going on in the garage? Anything special you want to, newest and latest, greatest news break on what's happening at the BRG camp? Never a dull moment. Yeah. Oh yeah. I guarantee that. Spent 2 days packing and shipping merch. Oh yeah. That's great. That makes her part of the ever growing BRG fanfare. That's great. That's awesome. That's pretty good when you can, hire the whole family to help run the organization there, Chris. Yeah, I seen that Noisy Cricket and Grim was going to be down in Florida. When does that start down there, Chris? Some reason I missed that, but I know it's somewhere coming up in the next 30 days. Is that right? 60 days, maybe? Sorry. Yep. Ice Mountain, for those that want to know. March, man, that's coming up quick. Man, you're in the 30-day window basically by the time you figure travel time, I'm sure. So yeah, you're right on the date now. I take it the cars are ready. I mean, what I seen, they look like they're ready. Yeah. Wow. Then you really get busy. Is that right, Chris? I mean, once you get on the road, I mean, you're busy for a few months, ain't you? Just thinking out loud. I would think that you're super busy after that. Oh, Tim says he's retired. Congratulations, Tim. I'm glad you retired. Hang on to that thought about retirement. Hang on to that thought. Now that you've announced that you're retired, I guarantee you there's a bunch of buddies that's lining you up for a lot of work. Just saying that tends to happen. Family, well, hey, you ain't doing nothing. Come over and help. Yeah, you can see that now, Tim. Putting Grimm's blower on. You'll be on the road for roughly 9 months out of the year. Wow. Wow. Oh, your official last day of work's March 31st. Okay. All right. April Fools? No, no. I've been out a few years now, so I had to go early on. I had to go when I turned 62, and I waited a full month after that before I actually fully retired. I call it fully retired. I mean, I don't go to a time card anymore. I'll put it that way. But I work harder now, Tim, and it's crazy. I mean, and I'm fairly lucky. I mean, I'm still a young guy, so I'm still fairly lucky, but I'm trying to get so much done because, you know, I'll be 67 in April. So, it's a time thing. So it time's fast. So once you get above 60, that time will click. Yeah, well, see, I had an injury when I was before I got to 62, and I was 3.5 years fighting an injury, and then I had 3 operations and stuff, Tim. So that kind of forced my hand early. Otherwise, I'd win at 65, but uh, the body just said, okay. I mean, I'm healthy. I'm good. I'm good now. And I pay attention to what goes on. But yeah, more excited for Squirt more than anything. She starts her burnout session this year. Really? So she's going to have the initiation party going on with the burnouts. That's awesome. Following the father's footsteps there. So what car is she going to be doing the burnout in? Is she going to be in Grim or be in Noisy Cricket? Both, maybe. Yeah. Monzilla. Okay. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I've done several jobs in my lifetime, so several. But I've been going at it since I was 15. So and I never earned great pay when I was working. All my pay was on the lower bottom shelf. So there was never anything great. Even police officers back then, I mean, done that for just about 12 years. And that was enough of that too, because it didn't really pay. It don't pay. I mean, it pays a lot better today, but yeah, 28 years, had a hip, 2 heat strokes. Wow. Knock on wood, I've never had a heat stroke. Well, I've come close a couple times, but I never had a heat stroke. Thank God. I've never had a knee replaced or hip replacement, nothing like that. So I'm good. I'm good on all that. I'm fat, overweight, and got high blood pressure, and yeah, I got that going. So I do take my medicine. So try to stay up on that. When's the Monzilla going to be ready to go, Chris? I thought it was fairly close. So yeah. Yeah, I'm already subbed on that second channel, Chris. So I'm subbed into there. So I should be getting notifications when you start doing stuff on there. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on there already I've seen. So hopefully next week. Cool. No problem, Chris. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, man. You're an encouragement to everybody on here. I can tell you that right now. Man, you got some stuff going on. I've said that for a long time now. Do a good job. Awesome job down there, Chris. Well, David, I got to hope that everything gets straightened up so that stuff don't try to take you out, because I think we need you here. So, I try to count my blessings every day. I wake up and I'm feeling okay. And but Tim, I'm glad you're going to get to retire and go out the way you want it to go out. That's awesome. I didn't necessarily want to take mine early, but the injury I had and stuff, and fighting it 3.5 years to get back to normal, I said, you know what, I couldn't take another downtime like that if I'd got re-injured. So I kind of said, okay, I think I need to go. Right, wrong, or indifferent, and no matter the money, because I didn't have a lot of money. I wasn't very smart when I was young. Wasn't very smart when I was older. So when all you got is Social Security to go off of, I got a little bitty retirement out of the Teamsters, but that ain't nothing. Yeah, everybody's busy. Everybody gets busy. But shoot, now that you're going to get to retire, well, you'll have all kinds of time, Tim. Oh no, you're not ready for the junkyard yet, David. Chris, I appreciate you coming in, really do. And man, good luck to you down there. We'll stay in touch, obviously, and be careful down there. And just awesome jobs down there. Appreciate you all. I really do. Let's see here. I found out if I retire with my Social Security retirement and my mutual funds, I'll be taking home. Yep. Yeah. I wasn't very smart, Tim. I'm telling you straight up. I was just flat stupid back when I was younger. Nobody, I mean, back when I started working for 75 cents an hour. There wasn't no such thing as a retirement. So, and then the last job that I worked at, before I retired, I mean, the 401k wouldn't have done me any good. I mean, I don't want to say it wouldn't have done me any good, but all that time I was off, work comp don't pay nothing. So I would have drawn out everything I'd put in there just to survive. So. Bob leaving us? Ain't no way Bob's leaving. I can't believe Bob would leave us like that. I mean, Robbie jumped in and then he jumped right out. Now Bob's a leaving. Boy. Bob, you have a good evening. I appreciate you coming in, sir. I really do. The radio's back there, and well, it's that way. Sorry. It's back there on the bench. Your radio is. Just saying. Yeah, I appreciate you coming in, Bob. I really do. Thanks. Appreciate everybody coming in. Busted Radio Garage, man, he's got it going on down there. If you guys haven't seen some of his work and some of the videos this guy puts out, man, I challenge you to go there and watch his videos and the stuff he's got going on all the time. I'd challenge anybody to go find anybody on YouTube working harder than that guy is down there on his channel. I mean, he's putting out some stuff. I'll be the first guy to tell you. I get amazed by what his channel's got going on. He's 4 or 5 cars that I think he's got going on at any one time. The old Dirty Dodge, I really kind of like that project he's got going on. That's a pretty cool car. I don't know what the actual plans for that car is, but they got to be phenomenal. So, gots to be. Bill's in the house. Mr. Bill Beckett, how you doing, Bill? How's things your way? Glad you stopped in. And don't forget Busted Radio's #2 channel they got. Get in there and take a look at his secondary channel and get in there and like and subscribe it. If you like it, subscribe it. Colder, flipping cold. Yeah. Freaking cold. I'll put it that way. I said flipping, but yeah, same thing. Freaking, yeah. It's cold here too, Bill. It's cold here too. I'm really hoping we make turn the corner after about Tuesday. I mean, they're talking about maybe 30 or 35 on Tuesday, and we might see 40 between then and Friday, maybe, I don't know, but -5, walking the dog. You got little booties on the dog's foot and all that stuff. Got it in the jacket and yeah, all that stuff going on well for the dog. Yep. I'm not going to stay on here too much longer. I'm already over an hour, according to the little timer over here. There's a timer right about there. Tells me how long I've been on. Over an hour. That's good time for coming back. A lot of people liked on there. It looks like there's 14 likes. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. It's awesome. Not bad for missing the last 4 Saturdays. I think it's 4 Saturdays. So, yeah. I'll be back on here every Saturday now. So, same time, same bat channel. That's where I'll be. I'll be right here every Saturday night. And once in a while, I may pop in during the week just to have a little quick go from there. David, you've used that camera, that motion camera. How do you like that? I mean, I know you've done a review on it. You've used it. So now what do you think of it since you've used it a while? Oh, he's going to be right back, so he can't answer that question. Okay. All right. We'll get him when he gets back. You got out of the union 26 years ago. Put your money in a mutual. Yeah. See, I tell you, I was stupid. I'll be the first guy to tell you. I wish I could have gone back when I was 18. You know, that do-over button. I want that do-over button. I can't, but I got to live with my mistakes, and I do the best I can. It's tough. It's tough. But things will be okay. Things will mellow out, and it'll be fine. There's a lot worse out there. People worse off than I am. I still got food in my icebox. I got a roof over my head. Got a vehicle I can drive. Got a phone. I got internet. So I work for a lot of stuff. So it's the same for everybody else. Everybody else has got the same deal. So Tim, what are you gonna do when you retire? I mean, what kind of plans? You gonna travel? You gonna, work out of your own shop, or what you gonna do? What you gonna do, Tim? Inquiring minds. It's none of our business, but I mean, if you got like a plan to see the world, that'd be awesome. I guess Bill, you still walking your dog in -5 days? You like it so far? Good. I don't know if it will. It should help me if I'm doing stuff, from one table to the next or something like that when I'm working on something. I think that will help me, do a video. I'm not holding the phone, kind of. I think it'll help with that. I'm like everybody else. I want to talk with my hand. So, or I want to show something. It's kind of hard to do when you're hanging onto a phone. I mean, I do have a small tripod, but it's so flimsy it won't stay in position. It'll sit there for a little bit and sit, and you'll be recording, and all of a sudden it just falls down. I mean, it was a cheap tripod, and I thought it'd work okay, and it did for just a little bit, and then all of a sudden you sit over and you watch it, and it just starts falling down on the table, and it's like, okay, that ain't gonna work. So I did have a tripod for a while. It just didn't work real good. This there should work pretty good. If I can get a newer phone or a better phone than what I got, even this newer phone, it's a fight with it sometimes. And they keep saying it's out of storage now too. And it's just a cheap phone, so it don't have a lot of storage. So hopefully I can get a newer phone. Well, I think I'm going to call her a night, boys. That's what I think I'm going to do. It looks like the chat's kind of calmed down, and everybody's probably. I mean, here it is. What time is it? 8. Oh shoot! It's after 9, ain't it? Oh, 8:14 here. I got 9 on my. I don't know what's up with that, but on my laptop it says 9. I don't know. So it's only 8:14. But anyhow, I'm going to get out of here. And I want to appreciate everybody that's come in tonight. I appreciate you all coming in. I appreciate everybody who come in and got me 1,000 subs. I appreciate it. I'm going to try to do my best to get better content out here. And hopefully everything works out good for everybody. But anyhow, thank you all for being in. It's been a great Saturday. Stay warm, stay safe, and take care, everybody. Appreciate y'all. Thank you much. We'll see you next Saturday, if not sooner.